So Warrior Cats just released volume 2 out of 3 for the graphic novel adaptation by Natalie and Sarah. And with this, we kind of have their designs for almost every major character in the Prophecies Begin. And thanks to officially released sneak peeks from the Amazon listing and the Barnes & Noble special meetup event, we even have some designs for cats in volume 3, such as Scourge, Bone, Bramblepaw, and Sorrelkit. So I thought, why not rank all their designs from worst to best? So yes, I'm going to be a bit critical for some of their designs, but rest assured by the end of this video, I'll have nothing but praise for their work overall. Here are the list of 40 cats I'll be looking at, all the major characters plus a few background cats. Though a lot of background cats are going to be skipped over, can't do everyone. The biggest omission from this list will be Bright Heart, as volume 3 isn't released when I'm making this video, and we only have her bright paw design from the sneak peek so far. I can't really judge her from this one image. So, let's begin with 40th through 31st, the disappointing designs. The cats that are boring, or have a design decision I don't like. Starting off with 40th and 39th, Stormkit and Featherkit. I find the trope of sons looking exactly like the father, and daughters looking exactly like the mother, to be a bit uncreative, so I'm not a fan. 38th and 37th, Mistyfoot and Stonefur. These two were such cool characters in the original books, and the designs they got do not live up to that. They are made to look like Bluestar, but lack anything original to set them apart. 36th, Greypool. Solid gray. She's an old cat, but nothing in her design communicates that at all. It feels like they weren't trying with her. 35th, Frostfur. She's just a generic white cat, even though, as we'll see later, they know how to make solid white cats still have interesting designs. 34th, Oakheart. Just a solid brown cat with nothing going on. The body shape works for him though. 33rd, Swiftpaw. He's incredibly boring compared to the other black and white cats, but the tooth is cute. 32nd, Ravenpaw. They did an absolute disservice to the boy with this design. He is probably the most popular Prophecies Begin character behind Firestar, yet nobody was talking about his design when it was revealed. He's considerably less expressive and unique than his two friends. Also, in some drawings, his head has human-like proportions, and it's uncanny. 31st, Cinderpelt. It's a very similar situation to Ravenpaw. She's slightly cuter, but they did not do much for her. Moving on to the next tier, 30th to 23rd, Mid designs. These designs have good things about them, I'm just not blown away or anything. 30th, Broken Star. He's a bit too similar to Tiger Star and Clawface, with the brown fur and the white muzzle, to the point where if you're not paying attention, you don't even realize it's him, which is not what I want out of the original Big Bad. The resemblance to Yellowfang is fun though. 29th, Sorrelkit. She's cute, she's fine, but the most underwhelming out of the tortoiseshell cats on this list. 28th, Nightstar. Perhaps a touch generic, but they did a much better job than Greypool at looking his age. What's weird is the fact that in Volume 1, he had a solid color muzzle, in Volume 2 it becomes gradient. No other character I noticed had this kind of inconsistency. 27th, Tallstar. His design is acceptable, although I wish he was taller, or at least had a tall tail. 26th, Clawface. Claw, face. They understood the assignment. 25th, Dustbelt. Very middle of the road. The design works for him. 24th, Darkstripe. For any other cat, this design would be really slick, but I just don't feel like he's dark or stripy enough. Also, he's a bit too similar to Dustbelt. 23rd, Bramblepaw. He's basically just cute Tiger Star. It's the one time I will praise copying the same design, because it is 100% lore accurate that he's a Tiger Star clone, and it's pretty darn important to his character arc. The next tier is the biggest one, 22nd all the way up to 6th. These are genuinely good designs. 22nd, Sandstorm. I'm in love with her expressions and colors. On her own, amazing. But I do think having Fireheart's love interest be basically a color palette swap from him takes a lot away from her individuality, unfortunately. 21st, Lionheart. The mane is all he needs, and he's got it. The design screams senior warrior. It's perfect for him. If only he could have been around longer. 20th, Blue Star. So sometimes I think she looks a little ugly or boring, but then occasionally they draw this super expressive panel, and I'm reminded that actually she's awesome. And the star on her chest, perfect. 19th, Thistleclaw. He's only drawn once for Blue Star's flashback, but this man is menacing. Makes me want a Blue Star's Prophecy comic just for his imposing presence alone. 18th, Blackfoot. Or is he named Black Step now? Hopefully we find out in Volume 3. His design is darn cool. He's got a black lightning bolt shape on him, which is a sign of peak character design. Totally not biased. I could see him moving up on this list if he gets more time to shine in Volume 3. 17th, Scourge. They added a bone tag to his collar, which I don't have any strong feelings for, but I like his lean and imposing appearance that screams, "Don't mess with me." 16th, Redtail. He may barely show up, but when he does, he is beautiful. The ginger splashes on him are so cool, and his eyebrows being different colors, actually so fun. 15th, Barley. He's got a mustache. 14th, Bone. He completely overshadows Scourge. He's got a mouse skull on his collar. Why? 'Cause he's Bone. Totally looking forward to seeing this big bulking man swarmed by apprentices. 13th, Tawnypaw. This may be way too high for a cat we only have one good look at so far, but I'm in love with her tortoiseshell pattern. She's amazing. 12th, Tiger Star. The design really just speaks for itself. Exactly how I imagined Tiger Star, and it translates seamlessly when the comic is jumping from scary to goofy. 11th, White Storm. Just compare him to Frostfur. This is how you do a white cat. His scars are cool, and I could get lost in those eyebrows. What a handsome man. 10th, Firestar. They knew they had to get this one right, and they sure did. All the detailed close-ups we get are all so nice. He's so versatile for whatever the comics throw at us, and the perfect shade of orange. 9th, Spotted Leaf. Now, plain old Spotted Leaf is cute and all, but she's ranked this high for her StarClan form. I adore the stars in her eyes, and the fiery, screaming Spotted Leaf is what won me over. The colors convey the dream setting so well. 8th, Longtail. Longtail is so important to any Into the Wild adaptation. He sets the mood for the entire book, so it's good to know his design was a complete success. Not only does he have a long tail, he just captures the perfect, dorky, lanky, snide persona to make Rusty's introduction to ThunderClan more troublesome. 7th, Crooked Star. Just total grandpa energy, especially in the white eyebrows and fluffy beard. And they also did a really good job of having him resemble Silverstream without copy-pasting her design. 6th, Graystripe. He's friend-shaped. So soft and inviting. Immediately looking at him, you can see both his friendliness and his immaturity. And that tuft of fur on top of his head just adds so much. I don't even like Graystripe all that much, so you know I'm not biased when I say he looks wonderful. And finally, we have the top tier, ranks 5 up to 1st. Peak Designs. Number 5, Princess. It's abundantly clear she's one of the favorite cats by the artists. They even sneak in an extra fully colored artwork of her at the end of Volume 2. Soft, friendly, kitty, who is also a princess? Sign me up immediately. And her pink collar with a little crown tag, perfection. Number 4, Yellowfang. Not only did they capture her flat face, not only does she have a little fang sticking out, but Yellowfang is a microcosm of the style of this graphic novel series as a whole. That being, jumping between bold and detailed for the action, and simple and goofy for the comic relief. And she gets so scrunkly. How could you not love her? Number 3, Silverstream. Of course, the cat who lit the fandom on fire with her design reveal is in the top 5. She breaks all fandom expectations of a petite and fragile cat and becomes this bold and powerful lady that still matches her background, being a RiverClan cat who are known for being bulkier on average. And the roundness of her design just makes her seem so soft and lovable, like a big teddy bear. But unfortunately, she's actually the same size as Gray Stripe, so she isn't quite what all the fan art hyped her up to be. But she's still our wonderful silver girl. Number 2, Cloudtail. Cloudtail in this graphic novel doesn't feel real, and yet there he is. By a significant, overwhelming margin, he stands out the most out of every design, and is the most expressive. In the original books, he was always one of the more lighthearted story arcs to break up the drama, and Natalie and Sarah cranked that up to an 11. Literally every time he is drawn, a mathematical formula is being calculated in the background to optimize the maximum amount of smiles from the reader. I could make a completely different ranking video just ranking each Cloudpaw drawing in this book. So how the heck is he not number 1? Well, for my personal taste, as cute and funny as he is, this book series is not called Cats, it's called Warrior Cats. For number 1, I want to choose the cat who is the most cool. Number 1, Leopard Star. Leopard Star in these comics is exactly what everyone was hoping Silverstream would be. Pure muscle, pure power, and pure warrior. Usually, I'm a Leopard Star hater, but just the way she is drawn here, I think that is enough to convert me. Like, logically, does it make sense for a cat to have actual leopard spots and be 99% muscle mass? No. But is it freaking awesome? Hell yeah. Warrior Cats is a fighting cat book, so you want cats who can make that fighting as cool as possible. And Leopard Star completely maximizes that power fantasy. I need her to share her workout routine, or something. I'm hoping so badly we get both the Sunning Rocks battle from A Dangerous Path and the Tiger Clan Bone Pile scene from The Darkest Hour in Volume 3, because we need to maximize Leopard Star's screen time as much as possible. Anyway, let me know who your favorite cat design was, and why, in the comments. I'm curious to see who the standouts were for everyone else. Alright, bye everyone.